guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Jasmine Barton Moore, soon to be author of Sparks Fly. Here I do any and everything. I have my own blog, my own website, good things coming. But this video today is an impromptu video titled How I Became Vegan. So if you're interested in learning that, then go ahead and stay tuned. So today is Sunday, August 6th, 2017. I'm gonna record, edit, and upload. As you can see, like I said, impromptu. There's nothing behind me, no setup, nothing. It's just me coming out and coming to talk. So on a daily basis, I would say that I get at least 1 to 2 people who ask me, how did I transition over to vegan? I started my vegan journey back in 2014 when I moved to Texas. I went to this vegan, just to keep it short, I went to the Texas State Veggie Fair, and my friend kept always like saying, oh, you should do this or you should do that to try to help your skin and everything else that I had going on in my life. And I was like, no, I don't just want to eat salad, like that's very depressing, blah blah blah. I went to this Texas State Veggie Fair, and I found out there were other things there that you just didn't have to eat. Freaking lettuce, grass, whatever, all the jokes, I've had them all. You just didn't have to eat that. Back to this Texas State Veggie Fair. So I was like, okay, I can do this. Don't mind me, I'm drinking my green little smoothie. I was like, okay, I can do this. So what I did was I cut out red meat and chicken, but I was still eating like dairy products. So that's how I transitioned. Those were my first steps, was to cut out to cut out red meat and chicken, but I still was eating seafood, and I left the dairy products. So the Veggie Fair was, I believe, June or July of 2014. So I did that for a little bit, and then December of 2014, I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and throw out my coffee creamers, my Splenda. I don't want to use any of this stuff because I was doing my research on it, so I took out all the dairy products. And I was still eating seafood though. I was still eating the seafood, but I took out the dairy products. So now I've already made that transition where I was doing vegan sides, if that makes sense, like almond milk, the butter that's vegan, the cheese that's vegan, but I was still doing fish. And then January 2015, I took it a step farther. I said I'm not gonna do any more alcohol because that also broke out my skin. A couple of months later, 2015, I'm just gonna say April, I decided, well, let me try this. Maybe my skin is gonna heal a little bit better. So I took out fish, and I was like, I'm only gonna give myself 1 month to be a vegan. So between school, work, and working out, I was like, it had went past the month of being a vegan. Like, I didn't even realize until I was like, oh, I had it like in my calendar, and when I was like going back over my calendar, I was like, oh, I've been vegan for a month. And that's pretty much how I became vegan. I took baby steps, and I listened to my body and my skin, and I was like, oh, well, if I cut out this, well, maybe it will fix that. Becoming vegan and learning the different, it's like anything. When you're learning to eat, learning to cook, buying food for your own house, it is expensive, because that's the question I always get. That's an expensive lifestyle, or you shop at the fancy stores. No, it's not that they're fancy. Yeah, they can be a little bit pricey, but you have to know how to shop. I remember my first time like trying to go to Whole Foods and do vegan and soy free, and I just remember standing in the middle of like the place, like the store, and I was about to start breaking down in tears because it was so much, and it was like, this had soy, that had sugar, this had meat, this had that, and I was like, oh my god. So anytime that I do encourage people, if they do want to go vegan and they do ask me the questions, I always tell them, start off slow and go at your own pace, because then you're just going to get frustrated. Now I want to move on to the fake meat. So soy, and I hope I can find my research paper that I wrote back in 2015. It is on being vegan and genetically modified foods. So if I do find it, make sure to look in the link, the description box down below, because I will have my research paper available down there. But when it comes to fake meat, they say if you're gonna eat fake meat, you might as well eat grass-fed animals, because fake meat is not good for you. Fake meat contains like soy and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, like when I go to my vegan restaurants or I hang out with friends or people want to try vegan food, I always go to vegan restaurants and I will recommend this and I recommend that, and it is fake meat. But as far as me cooking it at home, I do not eat the fake meat at home, except for one product, and it's if I'm really like wanting it or have a taste for it. So I just got home from Whole Foods and I want to do like a mini grocery haul in this video, just so you guys can see what I brought and what I plan to make with it. So hold that thought. So I'm going to show you guys my cold foods first, so I can go ahead and put those back inside of the fridge in the freezer. But of course I got this little green little juice that they have there, and they make it fresh. It has like chard, lemon, spinach, a whole bunch of other stuff. But when it comes to fake meat, this is it, and they changed their packaging because I was looking for it and I was like, where is it? But this is called Beyond Meat, and it is soy-free, gluten-free, and GMO-free, and it's vegan. Let me see if y'all can see that at the bottom. So I always look for these labels when buying fake meat. So this is, if I'm cooking fake meat, I try to go with this brand because it's free of all of this gluten, soy, blah blah blah. By the way, the reason why I don't buy fake meat and I only buy it once in a blue moon, this thing is $6.49, guys. Where they do that at? So I'm just letting you know. If you're gonna eat fake meat, you might as well eat real meat. This is expensive. But next up, I got the coconut soy delicious dairy-free yogurt, and then I also got the Kite Heel almond vanilla yogurt. So the reason why I brought both of these to show you guys is because So Delicious is known for soy. On here it does say vegan and gluten-free right here on the back. And then of course they have their ingredients. It doesn't say it contains soy, but sometimes what I learned when I was doing my research paper is for it to be like organic or vegan, it only has to be like 90% or something like that. I haven't looked at that paper in a long time. So it might not say it here, but sometimes what they can do in the ingredients, they can put like a big word that you don't understand, and that means it has soy. So I mean, I don't mind using this, like I don't have a problem eating this, but once in a blue moon, preferably I would go with this. And this one actually tells you on the back, focus, if it doesn't focus, it does tell you that it's dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, and vegan. It's non-GMO almonds, no preservatives, no artificial coloring, and live culture. What? Whatever. So the bad thing about it is this is 16 ounces and this is 24 ounces. And I think they're about the same price. They're in that $6 range. So it's like, do you want to pay the same price as this to get this, or do you want to have none of the preservatives or anything like that in there? So it's like you have to pick your battles. Like if you're on a budget and you want yogurt, then I say go for this. But if you're like me and you want to do this one that has all of it, and the only reason why I take out all of this stuff is because my skin doesn't work. Like I break out so bad that my coworker is always like, what did you eat? Like when I see her on Monday, I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, you can tell when I've had like something bad. Okay, so I also have my Daiya. I don't know if it's pronounced Daiya or Daiya. I don't know, Daiya cheese. And this is also gluten and soy free. It's 100% vegan. And I just love it. If you haven't gotten what I'm making tonight, I'm making some spaghetti and meatballs. Hold on. And then I got some organic gluten-free noodles. They do have soy, but they don't have the gluten. So that's why I said you just have to know when to pick your battles and go with what works best for you. And of course, I got some granola with almonds in here to go with my yogurt for breakfast time. Oh yeah, I can't forget my pizza from Whole Foods. Let me show you guys. So this has fake meat on it, which I'm gonna pick off. I only see one, but here it is. It has the Daiya cheese. This is the mozzarella. The one I showed you that I got is the cheddar. I like the cheddar a little bit better, but this one's fine. You got some zucchini, peppers, marshmallows. Really? I can't even talk. Mushrooms. And I just like this pizza. That's gonna be my tip to you guys. If you want to learn to go vegan, 1, pick your battles. 2, do your research, because a lot of people today, they don't want to research, and that's why. Just know what you're getting yourself into. It's a lifestyle like any other lifestyle that you choose to walk on. So it's like, so I really do hope that this video has helped someone out there. If you do have more questions for me, just go ahead and leave them down below. I will try to do, don't quote me on this, but I will try to do what I eat in a day video so that you guys can see. It's just a little bit hard with trying to publish my book, work full-time, and have all my church activities that I do, so it is a little bit difficult, whereas like sometimes I want to have like a day to myself. I also do make my own toothpaste, deodorant, and all that jazz, so maybe I'll make a video going into that if anyone is interested. But make sure you just take it slow, and if you haven't already, since it is Sunday, I do upload a blog every single day, every single Sunday on my website, and this one was titled, Women, Are We Like Into Our Feelings Too Much? So I will leave that link also down below. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I think I've covered pretty much everything, and if I haven't, then just shoot me a message. Anyways, deuces.